You definitely wouldn't expect that you can make a dish both adults and kids absolutely love. What's more, the method is incredibly simple. Watch it once, and you'll learn it right away. Let's get started. If you have 2 cracked eggs, don't rush to boil them. In fact, doing so isn't the right approach. Boiled this way, the eggs won't be fragrant and often turn dry, with the egg whites and yolks leaking out through the cracks. First, put some water on the stove to boil. Next, place a sieve over the pot. This is the key step to prevent the eggs from leaking out. Then, gently place the 2 cracked eggs into the sieve. Make sure the boiling water only touches the bottom of the sieve so the heat can rise steadily. Steam the eggs for 7 to 10 minutes, depending on your preferred doneness. I share easy cooking recipes every day. Please leave a comment and subscribe to support and encourage me. Thank you so much. When the time is up, open the lid, remove the eggs, and peel them. You'll see that the eggs remain round, smooth, and not deformed like they often are when boiled. This is an effective way to use cracked eggs and avoid food waste, especially when you want the eggs to keep their shape so the dish looks more appealing. During steaming, the eggs don't come into direct contact with boiling water, so the egg whites don't leak out. The hot steam surrounds the eggs, allowing them to cook gently, evenly, and softly from the outside in. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. It's amazing that we can connect with people from all around the world. Method 2. Today I'm going to share a secret that a restaurant chef taught me for separating egg whites from egg yolks. First, prepare a plastic bottle. Next, gently squeeze the bottle to push all the air out. Then place the mouth of the bottle over the egg yolk and release your grip. The yolk will be instantly sucked into the bottle, remaining intact without breaking. When you want to release the yolk, simply squeeze the bottle gently once more to place it exactly where you want. You can try method 3. If you've never heard of egg yolk noodles before, this will be a fun and interesting experience worth trying. First, place the egg yolks in a bowl and prepare a clean syringe. Gently draw the egg yolks into the syringe, pulling slowly to avoid creating air bubbles. Next, pour water into a pot, cover it with a lid, and bring it to a boil over medium heat. Once the water is boiling, steadily press the syringe so the egg yolk flows out in thin streams directly into the pot. In just 1 to 2 minutes, the heat will cause the egg yolk to set. From the syringe, delicate strands of bright yellow noodles are formed, slightly curved and very appealing. What country are you from? Please leave a comment to let me know. When removed, the yolk strands are soft, rich, slightly chewy, and have a distinctive aroma. They can be served with rice noodles, wheat noodles, or tossed with sauce to enhance both flavor and nutrition. These egg yolk noodles are nutritious and suitable for both children and adults, making any meal more delicious and visually appealing. Tip 4. First, bring a pot of water to a boil. Once the water is boiling, dip a ladle into the hot water to keep its surface moist. Next, pour a little oil into the ladle and swirl it around so the oil coats the entire surface evenly. Crack the egg into the ladle, then gently lower the ladle into the pot so the water surrounds the egg without overflowing into it. The egg will cook from the hot steam, and the stable heat of the water helps the egg white set gradually without breaking the yolk. The high temperature allows the egg to start setting quickly and maintain its shape. Once the egg has partially set in the ladle, gently slide it into the pot of water. Because the egg has already been shaped, it will keep a nice round form without breaking, bubbling, or sticking to the pot. Cook for another 1 to 2 minutes, then use a slotted spoon to lift the egg onto a plate. Oh, look at that! They're so tempting, aren't they? Poached eggs made this way are plump and round, with the egg white neatly wrapping around the yolk, without breaking or spreading. The texture is soft, delicate, and smooth. This method is perfect for breakfast, served with dishes like porridge or bread. Simple, yet delicious. With this method, let me show you something else. Simply boiling eggs and then pan-frying them with cheese can create a dish that tastes just like what you'd get at a cafe. First, prepare hard-boiled eggs. Peel them and cut them in half. Next, place a pan on the stove and heat it up. Sprinkle a layer of grated Parmesan cheese evenly over the bottom of the pan, spreading it into a circle slightly larger than half an egg. When the bottom starts to turn light golden and slightly brown, gently place a half egg in the center. The cheese will continue to melt and wrap around the egg, forming a crispy outer layer while keeping the egg soft, rich, and creamy inside. The finished dish looks simple, but it's incredibly delicious. The Parmesan crust is crispy, slightly salty, and aromatic, while the egg inside remains tender, smooth, and indulgent. This is a very easy way to crack an egg. Watch closely. Place the egg in the palm of your hand with the rounded end facing up. Next, tap the edge of the egg against the rim of a bowl to create an even crack. When breaking the shell, use your thumbs to push the top shell upward, while your index and middle fingers hold the bottom shell and gently pull it downward. Now watch carefully as I crack the second egg. Pay attention to the hand movements, and you'll see it's simpler than you think. After a few tries, you'll get used to it. Once you've mastered it, the motion will become smooth, clean. With this final tip, it's perfect for those who love poached eggs. First, put a pot of water on the stove and bring it to a boil. When the water is gently bubbling, turn off the heat. Add the eggs and let them soak for 12 minutes. Once the time is up, remove the eggs and immediately place them into a bowl of cold water. Now crack the eggs onto a plate. Wow, doesn't that look tempting? The egg white is silky and slightly jelly-like, while the yolk has just set and looks incredibly appealing. I've shared with you some simple yet effective tips for boiling eggs. I'd really love to hear about your experience when trying out these little tips. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below so we can exchange ideas and discover even more interesting secrets together. If you found this helpful, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more great tips. See you next time.